Hi everyone, my name is Shelby Shaw and I work as the director of the Thrive Center at Mount Wachusett Community College. The Thrive Center serves as the college's one-stop shop for student success. We're all here to support you for anything that you need to be successful. You can book an appointment with us, you can call us, and you can email us anytime. In the link below, you're going to see more details on how to do that, so please don't be shy. Really, if you aren't sure where to go, we understand that the college has lots of offices and lots of different resources, so you can definitely come to us as your first stop to getting your questions answered and any problem solved. So today, the reason that I'm making this video is because I want to share some tips with you about online learning. We have all been getting used to this new remote learning environment and definitely experiencing some growing pains with it. So I want to share 4 recommendations with you that we suggest you keep in mind as an online student, and especially as an online student learning to cope in a global pandemic. So those 4 recommendations are, number 1 is understanding how your brain works and therefore how you learn and how that translates in the online environment. Second, using the support services in this remote environment, the support services that we have available at the college. Third, using the online tools that are available for you. And finally, last but definitely not least, is caring for your mental health. So first, I'll get more in detail about understanding how you learn and how that translates into the online environment. So as you know, your brain is a super, super complex organ. We can demystify that a little bit with a few overarching themes about how it works and therefore what that means for how you learn. So first, you learn by repeating the same neural pathway over and over. So your brain has pathways, and once they're really solidified, that converts to learning. So basically, you're learning by repetition. And therefore, it's important for you to be actively, daily participating in your classes. Even if you don't necessarily have anything due, it's important for you to read the textbooks, review your notes, take notes on the text, review those daily, quiz yourself on the information, and do that again and again and again. So staying actively engaged as a form of repetition can help you solidify the neural pathways in your brain, and those are really what enable you to learn material. So second, and it's kind of connected to the first, learning by neural pathways means that you learn by making connections. So you deepen your connection to the material not only by repeating it over and over again, but also making connection to things that you already know or things that you're interested in. So for example, it's important that you're reaching out to your faculty members often when you have questions or maybe don't understand things or are looking for ways to connect this back to your lived experience and the things that you're interested in. Take advantage of office hours, talk about the material, create virtual study groups with your peers. Even if you don't know folks, people are really trying to make connections in this environment, and they appreciate when anybody is reaching out to them to help learn. Also, doing further research on your own is another great way to make connections to the material. Find a way to make meaning, however possible, in a way that connects to your prior knowledge and your interests. Next, your brain is constantly processing billions of bits of information. It's like a really, really complex computer. And you can help it make sense of all of that by getting and staying organized in the same way that computers organize things. So some ways to do that are, first, review your syllabus on the first day of class. That's a great way to start. Map out all your due dates, all your assignments, all of your readings, all of your papers, projects, etc. on a calendar or on a planner. I, to this day, am always using my planner for everything. And it's a really great way as a person in an academic environment to keep track of everything that's going on. It's also a really good idea to schedule time that's dedicated to your online courses as if they were actually in-person live courses. So you might have some online courses that are synchronous, meaning that you have specific times that you have to be online, which is great. But you probably also have courses that are asynchronous, meaning that you don't have times where you have to be online. But it's important for those courses to block off time to actually get things done, to learn the material. So check your email every day is another huge one. Check your email daily and try to communicate with your instructor weekly at a very minimum. So that's everything really about your brain and kind of how you work, how your brain works, and how that translates into the online learning environment. So second, I want to talk about using support services. Even though we are all working remotely, we're still here for you. Please know that. We still have tutoring, health services, disability services, veteran services, advising, and much, much more. We are really only a phone call or an email away. And to figure out what services we have, how they can help you, and how to get in touch with someone specifically, you can check us out at the Thrive Center. So please check below again for our contact information, and we will for sure give you everything, all the contacts that you need for any service that's available. And if you're not sure, what's available and kind of what you might be able to use, just ask. In the college environment, it's important to note that asking for help is really considered a sign of strength. I know in other places in our life, that might not be the case. But as a person in academics, it's really something that's important. So we encourage you to, if you're not comfortable with asking questions, no better time to start doing that. So the third theme I wanted to talk about is getting a solid understanding of the online tools that are available to you, really starting with iConnect. iConnect is kind of a clearinghouse of all of the resources, all the online tools that we have available to students, including email, Blackboard, Mount 101, Who Knew It is our collection of on-demand videos, and Marty the Mountain Lion in the bottom corner of the iConnect screen is a really great place to go for help as well. You should also know that on iConnect, you have access to download Office 365, which is available for free for all students. So if you don't have Microsoft Word or Excel or PowerPoint, we have a free version of Office 365, which has all of those available for you. Also, we have online classes that are available, at your own pace, or that have scheduled online meetings. So it's really important when deciding on what classes you're going to be taking to plan for what makes most sense for you. You know yourself best. If you would prefer to have some time that you have to be online with your instructor and with your classmates, then you want to go for that. If you feel like you can definitely be self-directed in your learning, then you can certainly schedule classes that are kind of at your own pace. It's also important to mention that you're going to need at least a microphone and preferably a camera also if you're choosing classes that have designated online meeting times. Phones can work, but they're not the best. It's important for you to have a laptop or a desktop or Chromebook as opposed to just a phone or tablet to get things done in the online environment. If you need one, don't hesitate to reach out to ask. We can definitely help with that. So last but not least, the last theme I wanted to mention is caring for your mental health. We are all, and I promise you, even us who are working at the college are going through mental health struggles as a result of this pandemic. Frankly, it's a pretty normal response to the very abnormal situation that we are all trying to cope with right now. We can help. So please do not hesitate to reach out no matter what's going on. Also, just in general, it's really important for me to mention that self-care, day-to-day, eating well, getting some exercise, moving around, getting a good night's sleep is now more important than ever. So those are my 4 items that I wanted to recommend with you all. Understanding how your brain works and how you learn is really important in this online environment, using the student support resources we have, using the online resources that we have, and caring for your mental health, I think are my big 4 tips for you as an online student. So thanks so much for taking the time to watch. And again, if anything in this video sparked your desire for more information, do not hesitate to reach out. You can contact us at the Thrive Center via email, Our phone number is 978-630-9327. And you can check below to schedule an appointment with us or get all of our contact information. Take care, everybody.